What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN OnyxCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. We're gonna ask Grok here, what's the latest chatter with XCN? We're gonna see what the XCN chatter is on X, and then we're also going to look at any interesting news pieces. Why are we doing this for the first time ever? Because this thing is not doing anything really too different. We have moved down a little bit in the last 15 minutes. That was nice, 0.39% to the downside. We might actually be, let's see. Nope, we're still up above this trend line here. Let's just go back and keep this on here. I should just have this nailed at this point because I hate having to come through and redraw it, right? But if you can't redraw it, I guess that's a bad thing, right? So you should be able to redraw it to some degree. Something like this. You know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but the fact that we're peeling away from this line, it's kind of encouraging, kind of. Unless, of course, we're peeling away from it just to drop harder down to it. Then that's not, then it's just more of the same. But if you start to slowly peel away from it, that's not a bad, if we can slowly start to turn around, that wouldn't be bad at all. That'd be like an Adam and like an Eve pattern here. But again, we want to close above 1 point, what was it, 1.112 cents, something like that. We'll figure that out, but hold on. Latest chatter about XCN, OnyxCoin on X, and broader crypto circles as of March 2020 or March 22nd, 2025 today shows a mix of skepticism, technical updates, and market observations. Posts on X highlight a few key points. Yes. Let's see. Some users are touting XCN's utility, like its liquid staking token, SXCN, which lets staked XCN play in DeFi platforms. That's pretty awesome, you guys. I don't know if you know about this, but that is actually that's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. It's like you can be staked in XCN and still play with your invested XCN, which it's cool. It's kind of dangerous, to be completely fair. I don't trust most people are doing it the right way if they're doing that, but that's okay. In DeFi platforms and the XCN ledger, aiming to boost its ecosystem value. There's also talk of an ongoing token burn mechanism tied to transactions on the XCN ledger, which could tighten supply over time. Yeah. And that's true, but the amount of supply that's coming out every month is at a higher rate than the tokens that are being burned. Still, though, the rate at which these tokens are coming out, it's not going to hurt the price, at least not in the foreseeable future. It's definitely not what's holding the price back now, and we can prove that. Actually, we can prove that right now if anybody's concerned about that. Yeah, but what about the new tokens? Or yeah, they're burning, but they're burning these tokens, but aren't they producing more tokens faster? And yes, all that's true, but that does not mean that the price is going down, right? We can see it, we can observe it with our eyes if the price is negatively impacted by these tokens coming into supply, right? Circulating supply 32.6 billion, max supply 48.4 billion, right? If we put this on log, so this is our all-time history on coin market cap here. This is the price. If the market cap chart looks roughly the same as this, right, then we're good. If this high is higher than this high, then we might not be good. Or I don't know. This is far back. I don't know if a lot of tokens got unlocked here. I guess we really want to see from this point on the growth phase. We want to see that look the same. But let's just see. Yeah, it looks the exact same. That's good. And why is that good? If you have a hard time wrapping your brain around that, and you're like, well, of course it would look the same. The market cap is going to grow at the same rate of the price. No, if it's inflating faster and it's hurting the price, you'll see the market cap looking better than the price would. What do I mean by better? I mean, instead of having a downtrend, it'd be flat. Let's look at, and no offense to ICP, but ICP is a perfect example of this actually. Of a coin that inflated its supply so much that it actually hurt its growth potential in price. And a lot of people are really hyped up on this coin, which sucks. But max supply is here, circulating supply is here, it just keeps getting bigger, man. You look at the price, we go to all-time history here, we put it in log. Again, you can observe this. This is something that a monkey could do, right? This is not sophisticated. It's just very simple, and it's a very obvious way of seeing. So you look at the price, you're getting lower lows, lower highs, and here you've had lower lows here that were going on until about September 2023. You continue to go down. Lower lows till September 2023, lower highs, lower lows here. Okay. Here you've got lower lows, lower highs. So the price is adhering to this. But before then, at the lows here, you can see that you had lows here and higher lows. So during this whole time, whenever ICP was actually dropping pretty hard, there was a lot of tokens being unlocked, and you can see the market cap diverging from the price. You see that, right? Lows here, higher lows here. The market cap, by the way of the market cap, ICP has been in a bull market since November of 2022. right? But by way of the price, it hasn't started its bull market until a whole year later. You know what I mean? That's a big deal. That's a freaking big deal, man. That's a really big deal. Um, just to get back to its all-time high in market cap valuation, right? That there is, and let's just see what that says. That's at 53 billion. You're at 2.75 billion right now. So essentially a 20x, let's just say a 20x from here gets you to that same market cap. Well, in the price, your all-time high is 428. You're at $5.7 right now. A 20x from here would not get you up that high. It gets you to 100. It gets you to like a quarter of that price, right? That's the reflection and how it hurts. So when I tell you guys that OnyxCoin, the rate of supply coming into the markets is not hurting the coin. I mean that, right? I'm not just saying that because this is my biggest position and I'm biased. No, I say that because I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not like the. It seems like there's hundreds of the haters out there now that really just don't know what they talk about, and they want to say things that are completely inaccurate for whatever reason. Maybe they just genuinely don't know, or maybe they just want to spread FUD. Spread FUD, you guys. Spread more FUD. We need more FUD. We need good FUD, though. We need something that actually makes people worried about this coin, because you guys are too damn bullish. You're just like me. You're like, I see it in the comments. Everybody's like, don't worry. I'm calm. I'm buying more. I'm like, this is really level-headed stuff. And that's great, but we need people to capitulate. We need some fear. I need to just make a C-Zar fear video. Maybe April 1st, okay? Just so you guys are aware. I probably won't do the thing that everybody else on YouTube is doing. I'm not gonna make BS comments or videos on April 1st. I always thought that was corny. It's like, yes, haha, April Fool's Day, like whatever. But everybody does that, and I just want some actual TA, man. I don't want the whole obvious leg pull that but who cares? Who cares? Let's talk about this now. So Grok, broader chatter ties XCN to its Onyx protocol roots, a DeFi lending setup on Ethereum. Isn't it on Arbitrum? Some see potential in its governance and utility angles, but the price action down 98%. Let's see. Isn't it on Arbitrum, not Ethereum? Grok doesn't get everything right. Sometimes you got to check them. You're right to question the specifics. Tangle depending on yes. It is technically an ERC20 token. Okay, actually, I feel like I did know that, actually. Is a layer 3, let's see. However, XCN Ledger, which OnyxCoin powers, is a layer 3 blockchain built on top of Arbitrum. Okay. They've got so much interconnectedness with all this stuff, man. Let's see. Let's ask him any recent news worth mentioning in regards to Onyx or Onyx. Yeah, Onyx with a Y, not an XY. OnyxCoin or Onyx DAO. Or Chain even might be, because they're partnered. As of today, there's some buzz around OnyxCoin, XCN, and XCN DAO that's worth looking at. Let's see. The big news is the recent completion of a smart contract security assessment by Halborn Security for Onyx DAO. Announced on March 14th, the audit focused on the XCN Ledger, a layer 3 blockchain built for financial grade applications. That's a big deal, y'all. And it had its security assessment passed, and it's a move to boost trust in the ecosystem security, crucial for a DeFi platform handling lending and borrowing. Posts on X from Halborn Security and DeFi News Info flagged this as a setup toward more secure, scalable ledger, which could draw more institutional interest if it holds up. Yeah, and if you guys aren't aware, if you haven't pieced this together, coins like OnyxCoin, it might be OnyxCoin itself, are going to upset the banking system. Like they really are, right? Coins like XRP, they're not going to upset the banking system. They're going to change it and maybe make it better, right? To a certain degree. OnyxCoin is going to upset the system. Why? Because coins like this will get rid of the necessity for credit scores. Or if there still are credit scores, they're not going to matter as much. Like genuinely, you're going to see, because here's the deal. Why would I put on a suit and tie, get all dressed up, brush my teeth and look all fancy, put on a show to basically beg a banker to get a loan? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why? And I can't lend my money. I mean, maybe if you have enough money, you can, then the banks would want it. But if you're just the average Joe looking to get a loan or lend some money, why would you go on and play tea party with these guys who may or may not give you a loan, right? They have to check your credit score, you have to have collateral, you've got to go through all this approval process and all this headache and stuff like that. You got to at least drive down to the bank and set up the whole thing, right? And you probably, I mean, beforehand, you should probably actually call them and set up an appointment. That way you don't waste your time. And in my experience, if you drive down there, they're probably not going to set you up right then and there. They're going to call you back in for an appointment later. But it depends. I guess it depends on what bank you're using, and how big the loan is. But OnyxCoin, you won't need that. Coins like OnyxCoin, DeFi, you won't need that. You can be butt ass naked on your living room couch and get a loan right there. And you're gonna have to put up collateral, but guess what? You got to do that at the bank too, unless it's a personal loan, in which case, okay, you don't need collateral technically, but personal loans are very small, very, very small amounts of money. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but you do not need collateral for personal loans, to be completely fair. And that's the one thing that banks will have on OnyxCoin, and that might be where credit actually matters. But for serious loans, you will need a credit score. OnyxCoin, you don't need a credit score. OnyxCoin, you don't really need to validate anything of your identity or anything. You just need a wallet with some OnyxCoin or any cryptos that they accept as a stakeable thing for lending. This is going to literally, coins like this, you guys, are going to take away interest rates, right? Because for the banks to compete at this level, right? If people want to get a loan and they want a good loan and they want decent interest rates, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. And if you have bad credit, this is the absolute way to do it. There's plenty of people who have bad credit who have a hard time getting the loan they're looking for. But if they can put up collateral, they just have to buy some of this and put up collateral. It's definitely more appealing, and it's a way easier process, and you have a lot more control as an individual. Banks are going to have to either lower their interest rates, or they're going to have to literally give negative interest rates, which I know sounds crazy, but I theorize that in the future, because of coins like this, you will see negative interest rates come out for certain types of loans. Maybe not all of them, but for certain types of loans, and maybe for all of them. Negative interest rates, what do I mean? I mean the bank will pay you to take a loan with them, because that's what a bank is. That's their whole business, is to service debt to their clients. They want to service debt to you, to the economy. And if coins like this can do that with a lot more ease of access, what's the point of a bank? Why would I think I speak for a lot of people whenever we all basically think that banks are part of the big flaws and corruption in society. Like, just long story short, coins like this, they're going to change the game. I'm getting off topic here. This is more of a history, or not even. It's a foresight into history. It's not even history. It's a prehistory lesson. But I'm telling you, banks are going to have to compete with these coins. Banks are not going to go away. People say banks are going to die. They're not going to go away. They're going to adjust. They're money sucking leeches. They'll figure out a way to still stay alive. But they're not going to be able to do it as easily as they can now. And likely that will mean credit scores won't matter. If you're worried about your credit score, just wait 10 to 20 years, man. Credit scores won't matter, or they won't matter as much. You can get a loan with a terrible credit score, as long as you can put up collateral. And then also interest rates are going to be a thing of the past. They're literally going to have to pay you to take. I know that sounds crazy, but look at the Bank of Japan, right? To stimulate their economy, they literally gave negative interest rates for a solid amount of time, right? Where they literally paid people to take out loans, and that was just to boost their economy, let alone to boost the banking system, which is going to be in real jeopardy whenever coins like this come online, and become integrated into society, right? But and it's already able to do that. But anyways, on the development front, OnyxDAO rolled out OIP55 green light for the deployment of XCN, a liquid staking solution for X. Yeah, this is really cool, right? That's a big deal. XCN liquid. The idea here is to let users keep their XCN liquid while earning rewards, and that's kind of dangerous, by the way. It's awesome. It's kind of a cool concept, but it's dangerous. You're essentially leveraging, right? You are leveraging your position at that point, and that's not good. You shouldn't leverage your position. It's okay to stake, but it's not okay to stake and play with your money. Does that make sense? Because if it's liquid, you're probably playing with it. You're probably putting it somewhere else. And if you're putting your money into anything except for this crazy thing, you've probably been losing money, and that's just not good for you. Okay. Don't, in my opinion, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but don't stake and use SXCN to play with. Please don't do that, you guys. There's also chatter about node incentives and gas refunds for staking/voting, hinted at in posts from Nurik Crypto. alongside ecosystem perks like 30% off chain products, 30% off chain products with XCN. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Chain and XCN are partners. That's actually really cool, you guys. 30% off. I didn't know that. 30% off of chain products with XCN. Ecosystem perks like 30% off chain I'm pretty sure chain, what they mean is like chain, like chain.com or chain. It's like the company chain, right? I'm pretty sure, but maybe not. Maybe I'm misreading that. I'll ask about that in a second. Price wise, XCN's been rocky. Yes. Down 43%. Is it down 43% this month? It's not down 43%. It's down 21%. No, Grok. You silly goose, Grok. With short bets piling up. Short bets? Oh, really? Are there short bets? Oh man, shorts piling up at the lows is not a good. That's what you want to see. Actually, that's not a good thing for the Bears, man. But we'll see. We'll ask more about that. Some see the March 3rd Goliath mainnet launch as a potential rebound spark. Nah, not really. Web reports from be in crypto and my trade. Note that RSI at 41.09 and weakening bearish pressure hinting at a possible sideways shift in sentiment flips. Yeah, we could be seeing a sideways shift. That's actually kind of what I was mentioning here. We could be, and I think you can observe this with your eyes, right? It does seem as though we have, relative to this whole move, we have been moving sideways. We're still moving down, just at the next shelf up. But yeah, no massive bombshells like hacks or partnerships, but these updates, security audit, XCN launch, and ecosystem tweaks show Onyx DAOs grinding away at utility and trust. That's what I'm saying, guys. I don't know how anybody can be bearish on this thing, right? That doesn't make any sense to me. First off, the flag pattern, it's phenomenal as hell. The team is at work. They're doing work, man. There are a lot of coins right now that are in the dumps, and the team has stepped away, and they're looking to make other projects better, right? Or new projects, stuff like that. And that's how it is in crypto. These guys are not. They're at work, man. They are at work, and they're trying. Because they know they got something special here. They know that this is something that could genuinely upset the banking system, and forced integration into crypto and a forced change of their whole dynamic and how they do loans and handle debt and all that stuff. They've got something special here. And is it going to be OnyxCoin that does this specifically? Well, if it is, this is a multi-$100 billion market capable coin, if not more. Maybe not this cycle, but in time. Maybe in this cycle. But if it's not that coin, if it's not the coin, it's still going to be a coin in this kind of subset of DeFi protocols that will upset the banking system, and it will still do very well for itself. What do I mean by the coin? I mean like Bitcoin is the coin. Ethereum is the smart track token. Mana is the metaverse token. Maybe Sandbox is, right? But there's plenty of metaverse tokens. There's plenty of smart contract coins. XRP is the banking coin. Is this one going to be the DeFi protocol? I don't know. There are a lot of DeFi protocols that came out before XCN. They might have other legs up, right? I really do think XCN is better than a lot of them. I think, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I do want to ask, can you explain better the 30% off chain products with XCN that you mentioned? Let's say chain. That's chain. I want, because he capitalized it, which makes me think he is talking about the business chain. But I want to be clear. The 30% off chain products at XCN refers to a discount program tied to OnyxCoin, the native token on the Onyx ecosystem. Here's how it works based on the latest info chain, a blockchain infrastructure provider. So yes, it's exactly what it sounds. Okay, cool. The idea is pretty straightforward. Yes, Grok, thank you. You don't got to rub it in my face. Yes, it is. It is very straightforward. Yes. Okay. I wanted to make sure. Okay. He's like, what, are you dumb or something? The idea is pretty straightforward here, Grok. Oh man, this guy makes me laugh. He genuinely does. Anyways, yeah, guys, OnyxCoin from a fundamental perspective, not only is it just as bullish as it was back here, not only is it just as bullish as it was up here, it's even more bullish now that it's down here from a price perspective and from a fundamental perspective. Why? Fundamentally, they've been building. They've been doing big things. Big shit's going on, you guys, and it's going to shift the whole damn banking ecosystem. Coins like this will. I'm not saying that this thing will necessarily. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, though. I know there's a lot of rumors about XCN being tied to BlackRock and that it's their secret love child baby, but I I don't think so. I think that that's been debunked. In fact, from what I know, OnyxCoin, you know, they had the same name. BlackRock had like an Onyx blockchain, and they literally rebranded their blockchain. It still exists, and it's something else. It's not a crypto that you can buy. It's a blockchain that they use for their own financial instruments that's active right now and that they're working on right now. And it's not a crypto, but they literally changed the name of their blockchain because they were tired of the affiliation with this coin. They didn't want that, right? That, like, genuinely, that's what happened. So if, oops, did I just mess that up? Let's see. No, okay, cool. Who I thought the mic died. If BlackRock is affiliated with OnyxCoin or Onyx DAO, I'd be very surprised myself. But stop. I wouldn't say stop saying that. Say that if you want to. I guess, you know, do whatever you want to do. But there's no concrete evidence in that. And if anything, there's actually more evidence that that's not true. But more fundamentally bullish now. Bullish from a price perspective because we're on discount here. Bullish from a price perspective because we're clearly slowing down the rate of decay here. All we need to do is ideally this last little thing that I don't want to see happen, just because I go off statistics. I don't go off of my emotions. And statistically, if we close below this 382, that puts us in a rather precarious situation. And I like to not be in precarious. We're kind of in a precarious situation right now. Please, in the next 1 day and 9 hours, see a little bit of a move up, or just move flatline, just move sideways. If you close right here, fine. If you go below here in the next 9 hours, and then over the next day you come back up and you close above, fine. But if we close below this, that puts us in jeopardy of closing the next week below this, and that could really imply that we're going down to 007 to 0044, something in that area, and maybe even lower. And that's what I want to avoid happening. I'm still not bearish on OnyxCoin if we go down here, being the keyword. I very much expect we're going to find support somewhere in this area, and then rip-a-roo right to new all-time highs, guys, 20 to 30 cents. I think people are sleeping on this thing, and it will seem so obvious. It will genuinely seem so obvious months from now, but right now the bearishness has us in a fog. It has us in a cloud. But months from now, people are going to be like, man, I should have bought more there. Why didn't I? Why didn't you? Because you got no balls. That's why. Because you can't look death in the face like some of these guys and say, I'm not worried at all. And that's fine. It's natural. It's totally fine to have these emotions of fear and uncertainty. But what's not fine is to let those emotions dictate your financial decisions. Financial decisions should be made emotionless. That doesn't mean that you can't have emotion. That means that you should not act on your emotions. I have emotion. I'm a little bit like, I don't want to see this thing close below the 382, but even if it does, I'm going to stay composed. I'm sticking to the game plan. Go lower, do it. I dare you. I'm gonna buy more, right? That's the game plan. That's it. And once you have it like that, the emotions don't matter. They really don't matter. And in time, regardless of what happens here, maybe we go down and then we come up and we find resistance here, and then we're at these targets we were looking for, and it's at a later date than I expected. It's still coming. It's still gonna happen, and we'll have an opportunity to buy more and load up the truck more, which means that at these prices that we were expecting to happen here, I would only have more gains, not less gains, right? Stuff like that. It's a better opportunity to buy. And if you have that mentality, again, this is in a very simple way of what I'm trying to say here. If you're worried about this, if this freaks you out at all, that's fine. It's understandable. That's a big drop if that were to happen. But this is what you should be worried about missing, is a move that's up here. Look at the size difference, right? They say size doesn't matter. We all know that's a lie. Size matters, man. This thing is much bigger on the bull than it is on the bear, and we all want some bull, big, green upside. You know what I'm talking about. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. Again, the area to watch for, that just the goal, and it's not detrimental if we close below here. It would just open up. So let me explain my thoughts on this too, in case anybody's misunderstanding. I'm not thinking that the price goes down here. I'm not thinking that the price goes down here. I'm thinking that we find support right around where we are now. This could be the low, but I'm expecting we go a little bit lower than 1 cent. But statistically speaking, from what I know about fibs, the odds of us seeing this level and lower, they go up a sizable amount if we close a week below the 382. Now, if we close below the 382 1 week and then come back up above the next week, it's as if this week close didn't happen at all. And in fact, the odds that we go up and above the 236 and see new highs, those odds are probably higher at that point if we were to go down and then come back up the next week and close above here than they are now, that we would go higher, right? They'd be increased odds of seeing a massive recovery. But if we close 1 week here, the odds go up. If we close 2 weeks here, the odds go up that we are going to go lower in price, right? So even if the odds go up, that's not certain, right? Odds are not a guarantee. but I will stick to the TA. I'll give you guys my genuine opinion as to what the charts are saying, not to what my bias is saying and not to what my emotions are saying. That's how I want to keep it. That's how it is. I know that that upsets some people. They want me to just be solid and convicted in all my plays and be a stubborn ass with it and just be immobile. But with the technicals, man, with the reason why we talk about this every day is because things change in the charts every single day. So my short-term plays will change day to day sometimes, right? This not so much. It's been pretty consistent. The only thing that's really changed is the mention of these lower prices. But at the end of the day, guys, here, there, anywhere, whatever, OnyxCoin's gonna pump really freaking hard on this next move, and I do assume that we're going to see some phenomenal growth. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.